album mean to you? It being a self-titled album, you decided to name this baby after yourself. And like you're saying, it's been 10 years in the making, building up to this body of work. How does it make you feel? What does it mean to you as an artist?
Yeah, I think Gemma is the album is really the story of the last 10 years hustling as a creative in Harare to make the dream come true, you know, and it means everything to me. It's moments of celebration, it's moments of loss, it's chizzy to chill spot, it's mixing my rice with peanut butter, it's a love for my city, it's everything that I have been and the journey over the last 10 years.
So one thing that I want to take time to recognize at this point, Kudzi, is how all the creativity that she's been bringing on has a story behind.
Yeah.
You had an EP that you dropped where you were traveling around is it Africa?
The region, yeah.
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 We are having a first album coming after 10 years. What would you say has been stopping you to make an album before 10 years that has inspired you to come up with one at 10?
You know, I think A Girl from Harare, which was the EP that you were talking about, really was me finding my sound and finding my footing in the creative space. And I think until I did that, and until I knew exactly what it was that I wanted to say with a piece, because you get one debut album, right?
Yeah.
Until I knew that, I wasn't going to, and I knew that I wanted it to be a love story and a love letter to Harare.
Wow.
And I felt like, okay, it's time.
It's time. I love that. In case you're just joining us, yes, the much anticipated debut album is out, self-titled album, Gemma. And, you know, I was just going through, you know, the track listing, and I picked up a few names. You've got Peruzzi, you've got Nutty O. I know you're super close with Nutty O, so we're going to talk about that relationship as well. You also have the amazing Philly Nandi. You know, I love women collaborating, you know, in the industry and just getting to showcase their talent, you know, in unity. So let's get to talk about, you know, those collaborations. What was the driving force behind it? And what creative elements were you looking for in each particular artist that you picked for this particular project?
Yeah, so Gemma has four names and four collaborative voices on the project in terms of artists. I wanted to work with Feli for the longest time. You know, she's such a powerhouse. She's such a woman in the industry that I look up to, and I truly believe that us girls got to stick together. So to be able to fuse our genres into Tariro, our song, was something I was super excited to do, and what a privilege to work with her. She's incredible. Nutty is my day one.
Yep.
You know. You know this.
I know this.
We're super close. We go way back. He means so much to me, so it didn't make sense not to have him on the project. And Wandoda very much is an energetic, sassy sort of love story. Peruzzi from Nigeria, which for me is such a massive moment, and I'm so excited to be working with him. He's incredible, and he joined me on the song Holy, which honestly I'm still kicking myself because I've been such a fan of Peruzzi vibes for the longest time, and he's such a powerhouse from the West, so that's super cool. And then I have a young voice from Victoria Falls called Naishe Roland, who joined me on the intro of the album.
Yes.
And to be honest, I was out at dinner in Vic Falls working on the album, and with Manucci, who executively produced it. And I heard this voice singing an open mic night, and I was like, nah.
I'm gonna have this one.
That's
and
beautiful.
It was just this very honest, real story of like, hey, we've got a studio, do you want to jump in? And it just happened, and there he is. So yeah, very excited.
So looking at the album, 10 years in the making, are you looking at any one song and you say, I think I love this one, I think I could have done better on this one? Now you be your own critic.
I will say that I had a lot of music that I didn't put on the album.
Wow.
So the 16 that are on definitely made it on, you know. And I was trying to get it smaller, but I was gonna get it to 15, but I loved all of these pieces too much. So I think everything you're hearing, I'm very proud of.
Wow.
In terms of songs that mean a lot to me, my gosh, I think I re-listened to the album this morning when I woke up, and I was like, okay. There's some really special moments, but I made sure to put Ndisha Tarisa on the album as well.
I love the
Because that moment for me was something that I wanted to mark and make sure that it was unforgettable. And when I released Ndisha Tarisa, I was working on the album already. I had done 4 of the songs. So that's how far back I had started on it. So it only made sense that it was on the album.
Oh my, so beautiful, super talented. Her name is Gemma, our Drive Time Star for today, powered by Powertel. Now, let's go back. Tammy just mentioned, Rolling Stone, and wow, this is huge. Now, to be Future of Music cover stars, to be there, to see your face together with the other artists there, how does it make you feel? And is this something that you saw happening?
I think obviously every artist dreams of moments like this, of being on Rolling Stone. But to be chosen was completely unexpected. I was so blown away, and I think the stars that I'm alongside, like people like Abigail Chams from East Africa, like these are people that I have loved their music for so long, and so just blown away and so excited and so grateful to Rolling Stone for seeing something in this girl from Harare, I guess.
Yeah, facts. So do you remember the first track that you recorded? Do you still remember it?
The first one on the album or the first one ever?
In your career, do you still remember the first track you recorded?
I was recording songs when I was like 15 and they were like me and my guitar and they weren't very good. But
So 10 years later, the last song you recorded on the album, what would you say has changed from the Gemma with the guitar 15 in their bedroom most likely and the Gemma in the studio cooking an album? What would you say has been the change there?
I think I found not only my sound musically that I really feel resonates with who I am, but I think I have found my voice not in the way of like actually singing, but in what I'm speaking about, what I'm singing about. I think that's the honesty and the realness and the rawness and the unapologeticness of what I'm saying in this project. I think is the first time that I am like, okay, this is me in its entirety with no apologies. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Story Fam sounding good all the time. Gemma, we're fast running out of time, but I think it's also important that we talk about how you have decided to extend your talent. We have a podcast. Let's talk about that and why it was important for you to, connect with all these amazing creatives, all these, colleagues in your industry to sit down and have an intimate talk about, things that inspire them, things that push them to be the stars that they are today.
Yeah, Hello Hi with Gemma really is this. It was just the idea of sitting down with fellow creatives and having an honest conversation, but a conversation that hopefully also inspires and helps you take a look into some of the habits and some of the ways that these artists have gotten to where they are, or these creatives, and I think as a young artist or as an aspiring artist to be able to see these real moments of like, okay, how did Nutty approach negativity online? How does Ja Preza approach writing or being himself outside of the spotlight? And I think they're important conversations, and I don't know, I had so many friends in the industry and I thought, why not actually sit down and record these things?
Amazing. Now, I think everyone is asking, how do we get our hands on the album, and when is the visual side of things dropping online?
Yes, you can get your hands on the album anywhere online if you just search Gemma the album.
Yes.
It'll come up. It's on all streaming platforms, and I am going to drop the visual album at 5 p.m. today.
Ah, lovely.
So we're already counting down. Talking of 24 minutes before it drops. So we can't wait. So before maybe we say goodbye, shake hands and smile, we're going to ask you to do like something like for us. Yeah. And of your favorite choice. Do you have do you have anything?
No.
Anything of yours, isn't it?
Yeah, anything will do.
Anything in your mind that you want to grace us with.
Okay, let's do a fan favorite
Let's
then,
kill
which
the
is on the
music
album.
there. Yeah.
Penyu wangu ore mandi chatarisa mwari wangu chatarisa. Omwari wangu.
Wow, it's amazing.
That was an
man.
audition, Gemma.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I've been looking for more backup singers.
Oh man, it's been amazing.
Beautiful.
And we are so elated to have you around to grace us with your talent. And all that we wish you as you continue soaring, all we can say, the sky's the limit.
Such a star.
You know what we're talking about. We're celebrating stars every time on Drive Time Star, and Gemma was our Drive Time Star today, live from Westgate, creating memories at Old Mutual.
Every day.
In the Jambio.
Every day. Nice one, Tammy.
Yeah,
Gemma,
my
thank
guy.
you so much. And quickly
Thank
online, how do we connect with you on your socials?
Yeah, just Gemma Music everywhere, and go stream the album. I hope you love it, and I love you.
Love you too. Powered by our friends from Powertel. Yes, that's the beautiful Gemma, our Drive Time Star for today, live